Jamie Costello and Kelly Swoop.
Well, 50 years old has always been the age to get a colonoscopy.
Now the American Cancer Society has lowered that age to 45. WMAR 2 News' Aaron McPherson tells us why.
Doctors say it's becoming far too common for people to be diagnosed with colorectal cancer at a younger age. And if they aren't diagnosed younger, the cancer is much farther along when it is time to get a colonoscopy. I talked with a young survivor who urges you to get checked if something doesn't seem right.
Any issues that you're having.
Adam Young meets with his oncologist, Dr. Pallavi Kumar, at MedStar Franklin Square Medical Center. It's been 2 years since he was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal cancer, now cancer-free.
After all of the treatments, you get a scan that comes back clear. Like, that was kind of, for me, when I could kind of breathe a little bit.
A sense of freedom that took a lot to get to. He was diagnosed when he was just 32 years old, after showing only one symptom, blood in his stool.
Didn't really pay attention to it first, just kind of thought it would go away.
Months went by, and when it didn't stop, he finally went to the doctor, got a colonoscopy, and that's when they found a tumor.
I mean, it was devastating. It was just panic. I mean, I have a family and, 2 little kids. Like, probably the worst part about the whole experience is that first blow of the diagnosis, because then there's just all these questions and there's no answers.
But we really have to know the personal story of each and every patient. We have to know the size of the tumor, the stage. Those types of things will dictate their treatment.
He wound up getting chemo and radiation at first to shrink the tumor, then surgery to remove it, and finally more chemotherapy. All were successful, but not all of Young's questions were answered.
Why me? Like, the odds, it's like the opposite of winning the lottery. Like, what are the odds that it would happen to you? And that's why I think, like, ignoring the symptoms from the beginning, because it can't be anything serious, like that it doesn't happen. Like, you don't get rectal cancer at 32 years old, but somebody does.
With an increase in younger patients diagnosed with colorectal cancers, doctors are looking into why and how.
I think a couple of things they've been exploring is, sort of better understanding tumors, like looking at molecular features, mutations, to better understand if there's a difference between younger patients and older patients. I think they're also looking at the environment of our gut. They're looking at microorganisms. They're looking at genetic factors that might, increase the risk of rectal cancers in patients. We don't know at this point, but we're exploring all of these reasons.
Young only had one symptom, blood in his stool. Other symptoms are weight loss, dark stool, or a change in bowel habits, like cramps or having trouble going to the bathroom. And sometimes there aren't any symptoms